Yeah, going old school. Going up on the org. Did I forget my coffee? I forgot my coffee. I forgot a lot of things. All right, that's okay. It's gonna be different. Hiya. So, let's see. We got parking to deal with. Where are we? We are in Austin. Ooh, I closed one of my bag straps into the door. Let go. Okay. Go. Parkaroonies. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Centralia. Pamela SP butterfly. Interesting. Yes. I guess the movement needs more butterflies, right? Because got all these squirrels. Okay. So, zone. 3965. You want to start, and then it kind of blinks at you. Welcome. Sorry, I'm just entering information. Maybe I'll show myself. Hey, I'm entering information. All right, pay with things. Do I actually? Whoa, I might actually have the coinage. Let's try the coinage. Let's see. Still have a wonky knee. It's a little better, I guess. And oh, I spoke too soon. I think maybe. I can feel it kind of pulling up my leg. It's kind of burning. It's a different feeling. Let's see. Can it be? I thought I had more quadded than that. No, I don't have any quadders. Those are all nickels. That's right. I gave all my change to a person on the street. So card it is. Nice little packing fumble there, dude. All right. So, hey, y'all in the chat, what's going on at the org? They having fun? Are there protesters there? Fluffer Squirrel UK, good to see you. Good to see you. Been a while. So, let's see if I can not give away the game here. Let's see. What do we say? In 2-3 hours? I see. And that's what we need. We need 2 to 3 hours. It says take it back. Take back the card. Where's the plus? There we go. Okay. I think we've done it. Yeah, let's take one. Just print. So yeah, I usually go and do this kind of thing as I'm walking up on an org. It's my little bit of. I mean, maybe I'm gonna give up kind of where I am or be. But I think that's maybe a lesser consideration to being confronted as soon as you come out of your car, which we've seen happen a couple times. And any kind of interaction like that, especially as I'm not making the best of friends around here, seemingly. So last night, definitely accused of some kind of criminal harassment. Didn't seem like any of that was very true or close to true or even like by a glance or by anything. Seems like I was just exercising my First Amendment right to protest Scientology here on the street. So, yeah. So, okay. Coming around the corner, Shade Tech fully deployed on the first floor, obviously. Seemingly there have been people here today. And, maybe, some kind of precautions were taken, I guess. So, let's just check on the chalk from yesterday. I'm going to put the mic on as well. So they have like a constant trickle kind of coming off of the drainage here. Oh my God. I'm finding it kind of difficult to walk. Okay, so new trash can, freshy ash can for the cigabutts. Not very well used. Maybe not a lot of activity at the org, and so a bunch of sirens. They're seemingly sounding like they're getting closer. Hard for me to hear over this music. So, Shade Tech in full. We're right back. It's too light yet to be able to see within through the shades. Yeah, no, they've been shredding the stuff in the dumpster. They're aware now that we're going through it. So, not all Shade Tech, just some. Poor kids. Hey, Colt, how's it going, y'all? Culting it up on a Saturn's day? Is it a Saturnalia? Oh, yes. We're having a wonderful time, I guess. Doing awful, destructive things to people's minds. And we're back out here with a speaker that's locked. They have like a bicycle lock right here. See? Yeah, you are puny, you are nothing, you're the smallest cult in the world. Oh, it's Scratchy Music Tech. Scratchy Music Tech. Here we go. Oh, look at all those dumb pictures of L. Ron Hubbard. I hadn't seen those before. Look at that. Ron. This isn't a cult of personality at all, right, guys? Yeah, Ron. Double Ron. Super Ron. A Ron for all seasons. So, okay. Yeah, these guys are really big on the ideas. Yeah, that's pretty great. No teeth showing. I think they've got a little bit too much bass on that. Okay, they're finally get the shade tech down over here. All right. Here they go a little bit more. There's some people on course, I guess. Okay, so they already have this corner. It's a cult. Do not give them your information. These people are crazed. They only mean to do you harm. Hi there. Don't give them your real name. Don't give them your information. Oh, hello. You forgot one. How are the cat pictures? So how's it going working for a predatory cult that just wastes everybody's time and money and produces absolutely nothing? How's the abject failure of your life's work going? Yeah, they're so proud and brave. They're such a wonderful cult. They really know how to do it. Reach in your butt and find the answer to Scientology. It's all poop and some malformed vasculature. Okay, I'm gonna put on the microphone. I have forgotten my tripod, which is a tragedy. Sorry about that, y'all. Nothing really can be done. Oh wow, I'm back to this song. Deja vu all over again, guys. Sorry, y'all. Taking a second to get this mic set up. It's kind of drizzling. So here we go. It's kind of disgusting when they have the scratchy music. It's so scratchy. Life is just idiocy. If you join Scientology, and nothing will be better. You'll lose all your time and your money if you join Scientology. All right. Yeah, I think I need to adjust. This is what you call a bridge. It's a pretty terrible bridge. It's pretty disgustingly formulaic. So I guess there were people out here before, and they're not here, because I guess it's gonna rain. Don't bother me yet. Who knows? It might. I mean, they should probably give up. Oh no, because. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time and attention. Hell no, it's not. LA would like to spit you out if it could just get off of your money. Because you're pretty problematic. Yeah. These jabronis. They should definitely give up. You're bringing the truth? Oh no. Well, they probably should. Ooh, I love how when I get closer and my connectivity messes with their speaker. Oh, we can. No matter the problem of making chalk lines, we'll keep making chalk lines, even if it sprinkles on it. I guess they were having a good day with the door open. Yeah, this song, I know. Yeah, they give up all the time. Indeed, very good point. It's like they're trying to just disguise. Don't say that. You're not a cult. Here comes the rain again, on my head like a tragedy. Let's see. Let's cover up the chalk a little bit. Guitar's fine. It's actually nicer closer to the building. So how's business today? I see that you've got almost nobody inside, nobody on course. Maybe some people are feigning interest in some of your displays, but once again, you're spending an entire day for nothing, for a cult that means to be destructive, means to be terrible, means to separate families, and engage in multiple kinds of financial fraud. So good one on you. Hard day's work at the org, slaving over a hot cult. Whoops. Whoops, y'all. Whoops. I dropped the microphone. Yeah, it's drizzling. Let's see what's on the other side, eh? Everybody's kind of running for cover. Are there darker clouds? Yeah, kind of. Is it going to get worse? Probably. Ooh, it's nice over here, though. Look at that. Sorry for all the shakiness today. Not a tripod do I have. Yeah, it's harder moving everything. Certainly. All right, let's try that. How are we doing back here? Wet? Kind of misty? Okay, so a couple of the classrooms, the lights are on. Couple. Ooh, there's somebody on course. Yeah. Here we go. Ooh, is that a touch assist? Hello there. Eric Rader, thank you. April. Hello. SJ. So I guess I was noticed by this window and they closed it. And so there looks like a pretty growing classroom there. They're making some money there, right? And so, I mean, thankfully for them. Oh, wow. Oh, you can tell. See, look at the power washing. So they definitely clean parts of the concrete, but they're making their own graffiti with a power washer. It's like some kind of ideogram, I think. It's some kind of ideogram. It's kind of a Rodney there, I guess.
Yes, we did.
But not much to see. I might indicate that they're a cult back here later. Yeah, I forgot a lot of important stuff. Forgot my coffee, forgot the tripod, forgot a bunch. That's all right, I guess.
Hi, buddy.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
How was that?
Interesting. Are you a Scientologist?
Oh, in no way. I am out here protesting Scientology.
Wait, what do you think about it? What's your...
I think it's a destructive cult.
How?
I think it ruins people's lives.
How?
In what way? Okay, so do you mind being pictured?
Okay.
You guys good?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, yeah, there are a lot of problems with Scientology. The first thing is that it's a philosophy that doesn't work, right? And it's been proven over and over again since 1950 when L. Ron Hubbard wrote Dianetics. It's basically like a collection of self-help
kind of truisms that, are basic common sense, and that's how they get you in the door.
Yeah.
And then once you take the personality test, this is how they kind of hook you. They engage in a process called finding your ruin. Basically, they're going to tell you that you're screwed up in this particular way that they've identified, and maybe only they could identify, and they're the only people that can fix it. Just take this course, just buy this book. And then buy this book, take this course becomes more expensive as you go. And the idea is to go up what they call the bridge to total freedom, and to attain the state of clear. Now, to go clear, it costs about $100,000, maybe a little bit more in courses and books and stuff, right? And what's really destructive about this is that there are kids born into this, right?
The lady that was 20 said she was born.
There are kids that are born into this. They don't know anything about the outside world, right? They haven't lived a regular life. They're not allowed to have regular access to the internet. They're not allowed to have contact with anybody that's critical of the church. So if you have a family member that doesn't like Scientology, you cannot speak to them. If you do, they'll kick you out too, and then nobody you know in Scientology will speak to you either. And so it's a means by which to coerce people to stay in the church. And the whole thing ends up basically like, people aren't helped by this. They promise you that you're going to have like superpowers, that you'll be like a human supercomputer, that you'll never get sick, that your eyesight will never fail. And the people that get all the way up the highest level of Scientology, which is OT8, operating feet in level 8, you're meant to have all of these things. But I mean, there are OT8s in there that are old, that need glasses, that need canes, and they usually they keep them out of sight a little bit more, because I mean, you're meant to be a superhuman and you're not. And it costs like $500,000 to go OT8, something like that.
What Tom Cruise does, right?
Tom Cruise, since he's a celebrity, and he came in as a celebrity, he probably didn't have to pay for anything. He's doing so much heavy lifting just by the fact that he's so damn famous, and he likes Scientology. Though I think, they'll try to roll out the entire world at his feet if they could. So yeah, that's part of what's harmful about Scientology.
So it's just a business like preying on the weak and like the mentally weak, right? Like,
well, yeah, I
tell you
mean,
this, and they make you think, oh, we can fix these problems.
Like
we can make it to
astrology,
this
like,
person.
we already know.
well, yeah, I mean, they're trying to find some kind of vulnerability, but it's not just the gullible. I mean, highly intelligent people fall for this. So it's, I mean, weak maybe in some way you could say, but like heartbroken, like people that are lost, people that are looking for meaning in the world, people that could fall into the subset of seekers that would fall for any guru that told them, hey, I can improve your life if you just give me like all your money. And as P.T. Barnum said, sucker born every minute. And that's what organizations like this take advantage of and always have.
Yeah.
So.
At the end of the day, it's just business.
Pretty much, it's business, and they're not doing very well with the business, and they're a nonprofit religious organization. And as such, to get your tax-exempt status, to retain it, you need to prove to the federal government that a certain percentage of what you're taking in as donations is going to either charitable works or religious services. And they don't have very much of either. So what they do is they park their money in buildings like this that generally stay empty. Like there isn't much activity in there at all, right? These used to be hotbeds. You'd see Scientologists all up and down the street, right? Any of these organizations 20 years ago, they are fading quickly. And the only way they're able to hide their money from taxation right now is to buy a bunch of buildings and park their money in real estate. And so basically when the whole thing blows up, whoever's at the top is going to be able to liquidate all of these assets and take some amount of it and run to a country perhaps with no extradition to the United States. So that's what I suspect might happen. That's what I suspect their dear leader David Miscavige will do when the whole thing blows up, and it very well may. We're hoping within 5 years. So yeah, thanks for listening, y'all.
Thank you for your performance.
Oh, no problem.
So
Yeah.
What's the recording for?
Well, okay, so since the protesters of Scientology are so few in number, we don't have backup. We don't have people watching our backs. I'm out here alone on the street right now. and they call the cops on us. They try to get us arrested. They swatted us 3 times here already. Yeah, APD with long guns out here for a weapons call. That was false, right? We're out here doing this, and they do that. And so, as kind of part of our protection, we have these people as backup. And I mean, sometimes they're extremely helpful. Like they'll be able to locate where you've been taken by the police. They'll set up a bail fund, all of these different things. But at the very least, it's other people watching what's going on. And as soon as things get heavy, I try to ask the stream to download, if they can, whatever has...
Is this a stream right now?
Correct.
Like on TikTok?
This is YouTube. There are not a ton of people. There's 63 people right now.
Oh, wow. What's up?
So, yeah,
What's up,
this
bro?
is live stream to YouTube. And yeah, this is our backup.
What's
Since
the deal with like the alien shit that they believe in?
oh right, so that's
Zenu, whatever.
yeah, Zenu, right? So that is so you get to OT level 3. There are 8 OT levels. OT standing for operating thetan, and maybe you've spent in between $150,000 and $200,000 at this point on courses to get to this point. And they give you this briefcase, they chain it to your hand, and you go into a locked room, and you read the secret of how all of human civilization maybe got started, and the source of all our trouble, which is way back a long, long time ago on the other end of the galaxy. There was a galactic overlord named Zenu, who was the head of a galactic federation. And he had an overpopulation problem. He had a bunch of undesirables that he wanted to get rid of. And so he rounded up a bunch of like artists and criminals and free thinkers and all of these people that basically like a bunch of personality types that L. Ron Hubbard wanted to attract. He like enumerated them. And then so Galactic Overlord Zenu of the Galactic Federation froze these people, these beings, put them on transport planes, these space planes that look like World War II propeller transport planes, DC-8s, and took them across the galaxy to Earth, which, like, you know, millions and millions of years ago, or maybe a few 100,000 years ago, exactly. So, because it deals with early man here. So he brought these undesirables who were frozen in these DC-8s to Earth, dropped them into volcanoes in Hawaii, and then for good measure, this is all stuff L. Ron Hubbard said. This is what he's saying. Dropped hydrogen bombs on top of the frozen people that had already thrown into a volcano, just for good measure. And the idea is that all of these beings, their spirits, their souls, went up into the atmosphere and were circling around the Earth and found and attached themselves to early human beings. And these spirits that have attached themselves to us, or thetans, as they're called in Scientology, are the source of all of our trouble, all of our depression, our anger, our inability to control our emotions, our lack of ability of being a human supercomputer, and all of these other things. And so you go through the operating thetan levels, past OT3, they tell you what they are, and then the next levels are trying to remove them from your person. This is all BS. It's all playtime imagination stuff that you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn how to do. And it does absolutely nothing. But yeah, that's the alien Zenu stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and they say if you're not ready for OT level 3, or L. Ron Hubbard said that, like, you might, yeah, you got it.
I saw like
You got it.
people were trying to make like the lower fucking tier people say Zeno or something.
Yeah.
I mean that they blow up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, you know, yeah, we try to tell the Zenu story, or we say the word, or T-shirts with Zenu, and we're like, you're not blowing up, you haven't caught on fire yet. I guess it's okay.
Oh, why did you write that on the paper?
Oh, we should have wrote the names.
Oh yeah, and your personality test. So you guys didn't give them any of your like information, did
You
you?
gave him my real name. I gave my real name. Is that okay?
I mean, the thing is that they're going to try to maybe contact you for a very long time, because they're desperate for money. And so, like any telemarketer, anybody that's doing hard sales, they're not going to leave you alone. Like the one time that you do like a timeshare sit, right? Where they try to sell you a timeshare. That company is never leaving you alone, and they're going to sell your data to a bunch of people, and those people won't leave you alone
He had
either.
like a machine with like these like metal like fucking cup things. And he put them to his ear. They got so mad.
Oh, you put the cans to your ears? Yes.
Why do you say yes?
That's hilarious. So that's the e-meter. That's the e-meter, and so that it's so. Oh man, you made fun of one of the primary kind of tools within Scientology. You made fun of it. Oh, you don't even know how hilarious that is. Oh my God. So yeah, the cans. It's so the e-meter. It's just one part of a lie detector test, which is galvanic skin response, right? So electrical resistance within the circuit through your body. So yeah, it's just one side that, and there are tons of ways to fool the e-meter. There are tons of ways to beat it. You can beat lie detector tests too. You can train yourself to do it, and Scientologists do basically to get out of like having to do extra auditing or extra courses or be written up on stuff. Many of them have figured out how to just have the meter do what they want.
They don't even get paid. They just do this shit for free.
They get paid. They get paid. Well, I mean, that would be a good idea to tell the government because, I mean, if you're a Sea organization, if you're in the Sea Org, you do get a stipend, right? They'll work over 70 hours a week. You get $47 a week.
Wow.
Like maybe cigarettes, maybe. So the idea is you're meant to get like your own toothpaste and toothbrush and like maybe your own toilet paper and maybe cigarettes, and that's all. It's definitely a way to get slave labor, get people to work for free, and I mean the thing is in the Sea organization to join you need to sign a billion-year contract. You sign a billion-year contract. And the motto of the Sea organization is "We come back," meaning like freaking reincarnation after reincarnation for a billion years. You are now obligated to Scientology, which is all BS, obviously. Like, it's non-binding. It hasn't been challenged in the courts, I don't think, directly, this contract, but I don't think contract law would hold up any stipulation within a contract like that. You can't write on a contract. You need to deliver to me a unicorn made of diamonds. Right? There's no way anybody could be obligated to do that. It's impossible. So
how do you know so much about OT3 and all that?
Oh well, a bunch of this information was released online by a bunch of hackers in the early aughts. In the year 2004. A lot of this information was released in the first time for the internet on the original dark web, like when it was not as dangerous. Now it's terribly dangerous, but there were some informative things, and so it was kind of the precursor to Anonymous that released all of this stuff in 2004, and then in 2008, a subsect of Anonymous released an enormous amount of data that they've been collecting on Scientology through WikiLeaks. The WikiLeaks page on Scientology that they produced is still up. It's still like you could spend a year looking at that stuff. And the manuals for the OT levels, the diagram for the bridge to total freedom, all of their internal stuff, all of the flag orders, their corporate structure, all of their front groups. They've got a bunch of nonprofit front groups. Like they do business management, schools and training. They do schools for kids. Like Applied Scholastics is their front group. That's like an undercover Scientology, like elementary school that feeds kids into Scientology without their parents knowing. And Narcanon is their drug treatment program that just does Scientology. So they're trying to get people off of fentanyl by like doing touch assists, doing what they call locationals, which is just like an awareness exercise that you'll get in very many like group therapy sessions. So it's like a cheapening of, okay, to calm somebody down that's kind of in crisis, like name 5 things that you can see.
right? And think about those. 4 things that you can hear, right? 3 things that you can touch. And by the time they're doing that, they're kind of outside of their head a little bit and more in their body and more aware of their surroundings. And a lot of people calm down. So it's a basic psychological technique that they use. But to no effect, somebody's like coming off of like, you know, the strongest opioid known to man before the next one comes out. So yeah, they're pretty
What's your
evil.
channel called?
It is selfless self. So at selfless self. And
What makes you like? Correct me if I'm wrong, but like passionate to like protest and Scientology. Like, what makes you like, you know, like come out here and live stream? Like, is there a goal that you have?
Yeah, I have a goal, and I am motivated by the stories of the survivors of Scientology, who there's a great number of them on YouTube right now telling their story, kind of for the first time in this particularly human and open way. The channels that are go by SPTV. The SPTV channels on YouTube are a bunch of survivors of Scientology, a number of people that were born in, that escaped, that are living beautiful lives now, that are telling of all of the horrors that they experienced from within. And this is like, you know, the ruination of human lives, of innocent children, of abuse of the elderly, and extorting people of all of their money and all of their time. So I think ideas like this are particularly dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if as a species we're going to survive the century if we're accepting these kinds of ideas without any evidence. And this isn't the only destructive cult that I'd want to go after. This is just a weak and obvious fraud.
What other cults are there? That...
Well, I would say the Jehovah's Witnesses are extremely destructive in a number of ways.
Those are Christians, right? Or...
Not really. Christianity would not accept that as a true Christian sect, I don't believe. But they engage in the practice of family separation, like I said before. If you become an enemy of the church, you're kicked to the curb, like teenagers kicked out on the street for, you know, smoking a cigarette or dating a girl that's not of your ethnicity, right? So stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, not fucking cool. So, and they're much larger, right? They've got a lot more pull. They've got a lot more members. I think Scientology might have like an equal amount of money, which is what makes them dangerous, because they can leverage their money and their influence to buy the police and political officials, and to go after you in court, which they do. So we're all having to watch our backs, basically.
All right, thank you for the knowledge, though. We got a long
Of
walk
course.
before the rain.
No, y'all do it. No,
you.
thanks for your time and attention.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
What was your name, man?
Selfless self.
No, like your real name.
Selfless self.
Okay. All right, I'm happy comments.
All right. Y'all have a good time in the rain.
See you around.
All right, later on. Yeah, right, Battlefield Earth. Yeah, the South Park episode. Indeed. Yeah. All that jazz. All that jazz. So let's see if they've washed away my chalky duck. So that was fun. And it afforded me less steps. It's less steps. Good evening. All right. So it's kind of just, it's drizzle pizzle. Hey, Oop Media. LA Wakeling, that's an interesting name, I like it. Winds kicked up, heavier drops. Looks like there's a traffic encounter down there. Sorry for the music, they're obviously awful people. They don't care who they hurt with their awfulness. Leave this cult! Sorry, y'all. Kind of on my own here and ill prepared. Dumb can live again. Dumb to dumb to dumb. This cult is stupid. You can do anything else with your life other than be in the stupid cult. You could stop hurting all the people by working here. You could do anything else with your life other than the stupid, 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 stupid. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know. It looks like brown gum. I don't like brown gum. Yeah, I think they're going a little over the noise ordinance. Leave this cult. Human traffickers. Children cannot consent. We're really dumb now. Oh, dumb, dumb, dumb. We're creating blunders. We got no one assing. Dumb as a post. This kind of knockoff music from, what is it? High School Musical is disgusting. Fake, 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 fake. Fake everything. Oh, no, no, no. Don't believe a word they say. Oh, we can start to see inside a little bit. It's about 50-50. With the commotion, I'm feeling sick. Well, I'm feeling rising. Feeling rising. All the buzz now. Blah, 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 It's on their property, and if I covered their property, that might not be so nice. The local constabulary might take issue with that. We're pain in the assins. We're totally dumb now. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're incompetent as all get out. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time and attention. Oh no, oh blow, oh crow. Chili. Yeah, the crow. who says Shelly all the time. Where's Shelly? That needs to be made into 86 GOP. That's so kind. 86 GOP. I love your resolve to the mission. All caps, thanks. All caps. You're entirely welcome. Thank you so much for supporting this and the other channels. You are a mensch, and definitely it is noticed around the place. I think just super awesome. Thanks. Very helpful. Definitely appreciate it. It's getting a little spare out here, but every little drop in the bucket buckets. Looking awesome. Unreasonable fears about the outside world that also resolve evil spirit. Oh. Absolute authoritarianism without accountability, zero tolerance for criticism, questions, lack of meaningful financial disclosure regarding budget. Sujo Studio, it sounds like you're describing bits of the BITE model to me. Oh, rough. Okay, gonna check the back. So yeah, we're gonna leave the music to them and start to kind of pantyhose Texie inside. Kinda. It's easier when it's brighter. You can see back there the displays, the 10 warning signs. What is it called? Very great. Yeah, absolutely. And so that's probably why it sounds like the BITE model, which are, it's 4, but within those 4, I think, are a number of other things that you laid out. But where do these 10 warning signs hail from? Can you connect to their speaker and play something else? I mean, I usually don't like to open up Bluetooth on this device when I'm on site. Hey, check this out. Good question about roadkill. Good question. Roadkill, nor any other security officer from that company has been seen since the last swatting day. They are maybe sick of working for Scientology, perhaps. Now it's really coming down. I need to be on the right side of this building. Good day. So, wherever that is, I think this is pretty good. It's pretty good right here. So I'm not on their property, but I'm right next to it. And I think it's just going to squall here for a second. We'll see. But they haven't been seen since. They haven't been around. Seemingly we had a pretty good run at doing them out of here for whatever reason. It would be interesting to find out exactly why, whether it's Scientology's budget can't afford it anymore, like seemingly La Poubelle couldn't afford those security guards anymore as they're losing their shirt. These guys, it doesn't allow me to share the link, but if you teach for what it called is 10 warning signs. Yeah. It'll take you to, very well mined. Okay, cool. Got it. Yeah, some kind of a result. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what the result is. It could be a result. It could be just a parting of ways for other reasons. I don't know. I don't want to take full credit yet, but I mean, it does seem to indicate that parts of our, you could call pressure campaign here, by being present, have had some level of efficacy or effectiveness. So those are two different. Yeah, bye-bye Rent-A-Cops. I mean, yeah. Perhaps bye-bye. Perhaps later on down the wisecracker line, but perhaps goodbye. So yeah. So this, this alley is very rainy. I think I found the one spot that's just freaking awesome right now, and I think I'm going to be freaking awesome right here in this spot for a little while until this one passes. Which it looks like all of this is not terribly awful, although I could be wrong. Let's see. You need to take some credit. I think they realize they're no match. I mean, I've squished my mind. They, they don't have a chance against anybody who's generally thinking, seemingly. Oh, here we go. Do you guys have fun? Are y'all? Oh, I see you've got a bunch of coursework there. Do you find being attached to a predatory human trafficking cult is a good example for anybody? And if you're giving money and attention to something that does harm to innocent people, which would be a definition of evil, if your deeds aid that evil, what does that make you? Family separation, the destruction of children's lives is what you are supporting. Shame. Shame on you. Shame on you for bringing a young person into that organization. Shame on you. I probably peaked out the mic. This mic's pretty high. I'm got it on a zipper to lower it. I'm guessing that peaked out. I tried to project to the cheap seats. So it's kind of misting again. Misting still. This is still a public sidewalk, I think. This right here. So I could do some work right here. Whoa, that was a huge moth. Yeah, I don't want to lean my stuff against their stuff, but I will use their structure. Okay. Oh, here it comes. Truly shitty. All right. So this is maybe the crap part of the day. It seems like the alley isn't very well protected. This protected area is becoming less so as we go forward. I should have brought my umbrella out. I didn't. KK's Memorial Fund, almost 13, 12,610. That's pretty great. 12,610 is pretty great. Ooh, that's very canary. Seems like the wind has changed direction a little bit. Lighter drops And so like a little bit of more of like a sustained thing. Ooh, I messed that up. Yeah, those guys and their questions, it's great, you know. I mean, I'm guessing they're in college, and it's the time to ask questions like that. Time to figure out what the heck is going on in the world. Maybe get involved and see kind of what part you want to play. And hard to do that if you're not asking a bunch of good questions. Yes. 229 to the goal. Thank you. Thank you. May the force be with you. Thank you very much. I love all those hearts. Thank you. I take them all in the spirit in which they were meant. I'm melting. What a world. What a world. Lazy day, Saturday afternoon. Time to mess the cult up. Right? Cult on the sidewalk. Yeah, you know. Probably won't last. Nothing lasts, but nothing is lost. Kind of thermodynamics, I guess. Oh, what? Like I'm a physicist. That's what the Polish guy said to me last night. I said, he said, it's just your opinion. You're just giving generalities and opinions. And I'm like, what else do we have? You know, I mean, about the world, it's generally opinion besides like, you know, mathematical and geometric proofs and physical laws. And even those are open to some scrutiny and revision. So I'm gonna take shelter here for a second until this kind of calms down a little bit, which it looks like it is. It's flowing through. So, thing is, it changed direction. This generation is smart. My daughter is 16 and in the internet constantly. Very good researcher. They're too smart to join. Agreed. I think they're going to have a much harder time recruiting anybody of this generation and telling them not to look at the internet and, oh, geez, guys. There's people on course. That's sad. People spending their time and money on a day like today. I mean, it's wet, it's duck weather and everything, but it's still, gee whiz, it's nice to be outside of a cult and not inside of one. Yeah, it's that one. Just sad. Just sad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not totally full, and somebody looks horribly bored as well. Horribly bored. So yeah, the wind changed direction, and it's like coming against the building there all of a sudden. It does look like it's lightening up. And this is maybe going into round 2. I don't know. We'll see what it is. Kind of concerned about the guitar. Um, it seems okay for now. Uh, that seems kind of bone dry. And so, oh, this is terribly lightening up now. Okay, this is much better. Much, much better. May the force be with you. I'm sorry to hear that you had some trouble with some intense baptism through the Baptists, and that you feel like they wasted some of your time. I mean, there are all sorts of cults out there, and like knowledge of the existence of multiple cults, it's not necessarily going to save you from getting roped into them. Not necessarily. It might, but not necessarily. And so, let's see. This is what we have out back of the org. Drains draining, drips dripping. What the? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to dry off that cord. I just dropped my lightning cord into the water. So I wonder if that will take chalk. You know. So it's like there is some moving water. Most of it's standing, but I don't know if it will. I don't think it will. It's going to be a while until the shift change. So, yeah, yesterday, I'll just tell a story. Yesterday, I'm going to go around the block. Yesterday, I had a run-in with the APD here. I was walking down this alley, as we see here. I was walking down this, and I was following Scientologists who were leaving the building, and having a conversation, pretty much a one-way conversation at a distance from them of no less than 10 feet at all times. And so seemingly after like a good part of the evening doing this, I have to believe that Scientology called the police, and they had Austin Police Department officer posted at the top of the alley. And so I was going back around from the front to the back, and checking on the front, seeing what they were doing, seeing how they were getting ready to get people out of the back. And then as soon as I saw them make a move, I'd make a move back there and have my conversation. And supposedly they called the Austin PD to say that I was harassing people. Now, that is a claim that comes, you have to have some specifics with that, right? So, saying that any protester is just harassing somebody because of their feelings means that you can't have protest. And it seems like the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals is trying to make sure by a number of means that people in their federal district, in fact, do not. With their recent decision and the Supreme Court's unwillingness to pick up the issue and decide it either way. Although an admonishment from Sotomayor in the decision. But either way, so I started having my conversation, and this police officer pulls alongside of me, rolls down the window and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I say, "I'm protesting Scientology." And she wanted to know what this was all about. And well, I indicated that I was exercising my First Amendment right. I was going to go about my business. I was going to continue doing my job, as I called it, I think. Which is what I did. And it was like this turtlenecked Scientologist walking two people to a Mercedes, which was parked right there. Right, so I come up the alley right there, come around. It was two female individuals and a male who was walking them to their car, and he deposited them at the car. Now, I had noticed that the APD officer had parked right there in the alley. It's the same Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen. This is the car. So Yeah. TWL 2100. So that is definitely the car. So deposited them at the car, and this turtleneck person came to right here, where he had a conversation with the officer saying, I feel like I'm being harassed by this person. He followed me up the alley, and ooh, harassment and all that, right? So so he claimed to this cop that I was harassing him, right? And this police officer saw the entirety of the interaction that I had with these people, saw the whole thing from a very good vantage point, maybe even better than mine. And so I interjected just about everything that he said to this officer. And the officer didn't stop from doing that. Didn't say, I'm having an interaction with this gentleman, please wait. Didn't say anything about it. And when their interaction was done, this guy's walking off, and I moved to walk with him to continue my conversation. And the police officer says, can we have a conversation? And my first question is, am I being detained? And say, no, we just want to talk. And my next answer to that was, am I free to go? And they said they just wanted to have a discussion and go over what harassment was. I told them I had absolutely no intention to block their path, to touch them in any way, to come within a certain distance of them or anything like that. I was just protesting Scientology and exercising my First Amendment right, and I'm going to continue doing that. And the person said, it basically threatened me that if I continued following this person, that I'd be subject to, question mark, legally. So, thanks a lot, APD. That was great. Seemingly you train your officers very, very well about the First Amendment and what it means and what harassment is, harassing. And that certainly harassment isn't swatting, isn't calling the cops multiple times. Harassment isn't calling the fire department. It isn't harassment isn't using armed private security to bully and cajole the protesters. Certainly, none of that is harassment. But us having a conversation during a protest outside of a pseudo-religious organization that harms people, right? That's harassment, seemingly, to this officer on this occasion. And I just have to say, need to read more, basically, because there's a bunch of other things that have to happen before that's technically harassment, and none of them did. So pretty gross. Pretty gross. I was not so enthused with that. I don't like threats, and I don't think many people do. I especially don't like threats backed up by lethal force that have nothing to do with the law by a supposed officer of the law. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm on the other side of the org. Look at that. So if I step, that's their property, that line, right? Their little pad here, and I think this is utility for the buildings. They're getting metered here. Oh, it looks even darker. It might be worse coming at us. Not a lot of people outside the org. Not a lot of people. Maybe there are some people inside the org. Oh, it didn't last very long, but they know what I mean. How's it going, y'all? Nice Saturday at the org. Making a bunch of money, I guess, off of the broken seekers and, people trying to engage in a search for meaning. It seems pretty predatory to me. So, How's clearing the planet going, guys? How's clearing the planet, Tanjobi? I see you there. Oh, that's gross. Stay calm and moderate. Oh, yeah, no, agreed, may the force be with you. Certainly, my first protest in Chicago, um, rough. I was immediately adrenalized by the arrogance um, of Scientology. What I saw, like, well, they had unsafe, and, well, on Google, see the definition of harassment, right? We're talking about the legal definition within this municipality, not a broad definition of what harassment is. Talking about the law. Um, so if it is like, Webster's, that could be very broad indeed. Although an officer of the law is not enforcing Webster's dictionary, as far as I know. So, try again. A little more visibility into the place, I think, Hi guys, how we doing? Not very well, it seems. Not a lot of business. And you're all hiding. I mean, you're meant to be clearing the planet. What's with all the hiding, though? Oh, dear. Good day. Here we go, loop-de-loo. It is still kind of... It seems like it's raining more in the alley than other places. So, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's channeled. Oh, great. This is what happens when you don't have fucking mods. I see. Or just like one of the things. So I'm definitely getting rained on, and my channel's getting spat upon by a bunch of fake accounts, which, I mean, you're definitely going to go fuck yourself, right? Goodbye. What was the other one? Goodbye. Have fun. Have fun storming the castle, you freaking jerk. Like, I don't know why you've, fixated on Jessica Palmadessa, but I'd say your cheapness is noticed. Okay, marked and remembered. Way to go, cheapie. Yeah. So I guess they brought in the speaker. I wonder if under the trees offers any protection here. Oh wow. These are really stupid names. It seems like there's a 2-year-old who's been given access to the internet by their wayward ne'er-do-well parents. I didn't know you could be that dumb. Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Let's see.
It's like color.
Yeah, I haven't had a mod the whole time. The whole chat. Oh yeah, right on, right on. I mean, I wish I could get out the guitar and jam a little bit. Hopefully, this clears up to some degree. I don't know that it will. It looks interesting. Oh, definitely don't work for this cult though. You know, they're not good. They're not into helping people. They're into taking people's money. They're you know, they separate families. They abuse children. They abuse the elderly. Why would you give your time and attention to an organization like this? Excuse me? Now, I didn't use any curse words. I'm just trying to have a conversation about what it seems that you're doing. You know, and I'm trying to, you know, give you a fair amount of distance and be respectful. I'm just wondering why you're doing it. Like, so? No, but I mean, you know, so if the Nazis save your life, are you going to help them? That's a logical fallacy, seemingly. Of course. Like, Hezbollah saves people's lives. You know, all of these religious organizations and fascistic front groups do charity work to give themselves cover. So if you're going to take the help that they did to you over the harm that they do to innocent children, I would say that doesn't make you a very moral person.
Well, if that was true, you'd be right, but it's false.
But I'm sorry, there are plenty of survivors out there that are telling their story right now, and I've met them. I know them personally. And you are in fact wrong. The harm that Scientology does is long-lasting for people's whole lives. Whole lives. The children that are born into this get nothing of the real world. They have to learn everything over again. Everything to be able to engage with the world, to be able to have normal human relationships.
All right, I'm going to ask you to be quiet and leave me alone.
Why?
Because you're not okay.
No, I am totally okay.
You don't. I'm going to go in from your car.
You're going to what? What have I done to threaten you in any way? Like, I'm just trying to have a conversation. I'm not in your space. This is a public sidewalk. This is the public. This is what it is to be in public, in a free society. Okay? You don't just get to say because of your feelings that you don't get to be exposed to any ideas that you find displeasing. Okay? That's not what a free society is. And so as I drill down on the survivors, I would really say, look up their stories and ask yourself again if you are in fact being a moral person. Which I would argue that you are not. I know, ideas. Walking down the sidewalk, a whole block, ideas. It's so terrible. How dare I speak and walk at the same time? How MF and dare I? I must be interbulated to the max, y'all. To the miggity max. Everybody's buying the rain gear. The store is doing a mint on rain gear. A lot of parents, a lot of rain gear. Yeah, I know. I mean, if you're talking about me, no. I'm not brave and I'm not proud. Not really. I mean, I like doing this work and I think it's somewhat helpful. I don't know what it is. But if you're talking about that person threatening to call the police, I would say, yeah, not either, and not moral, and not a lot of things that I think somebody with the claims that Scientology seems to make about, what all of this can do for you. I mean, that they would be better able to refute any of this, or at least engage. But all it is deflection, deflection. Serving coffee at the cult. All right, we're gonna super clean everything. Gonna make sure it's all sparkling, so that we can go about our hard work, removing people's free will and their money from them, so that David Miscavige can shove it into some more buildings that remain about as empty and inactive as this one. Making coffee. All right, y'all. Looks like the deck chairs on the Titanic kind of picking up a little bit here. Kind of looks like that. Yeah, right. My kingdom for a Zenu. Very good. I love it. A Zenu. My kingdom. My dinkum. So, unfortunately, today, I'm going to have to walk the entire perimeter, the whole MF in time, to catch any Scientos out here in the wild. And they will try to go out the front. I was just lucky to catch that person, I think. They screwed up. Not surprising. They do screw up. You are so stupid. You are so stupid. I mean, it's like the most childish thing. I just, if it wasn't so spam-rific, it'd be a little bit different. But, and I mean, you are trying to get a rise out of people by engaging in, I think, 13-year-old hijinks. It's like the Jerky Boys or something. Woo! So transgressive. Wow. And original, right? So, you're really making a statement. Oh no! See, the thing is that they've used the two that they made, and then there was a pause, and they made another one, and they came over here, and then there was a pause, and they made another one, and so maybe they'll make a couple this time, right, before they change it up. Something like that. Like if they're smart, which they're not. Pretty damn dumb. Dumb as a bag of hammers, as far as I can tell. Because it's neither funny, it's not really transgressive, it's not saying anything. It's not going to insult anybody. It's just annoying. It's like double dipping at a party or something. I don't know. It's like that level of annoyance. Like, Jesus Christ, could you not fart in the elevator that bad? Oh, finally. At long last. No, I can see maybe where my recent interactions have led my channel to be. And I'd have to just accept that as what it is. It looks like some coffin dodgers here having a very in-depth discussion about how the org is still at emergency level, right? Saith the management. Emergency status is what the org is at. That means you guys are hemorrhaging money, right? Like maybe you can't actually afford to keep the lights on with what you're taking in or anything. I guess you're going to have to go after more innocent people, more kids, more people that don't have the money to afford all of the stuff that you'll try to sell them. I'm only guessing though, guys. You know, I don't know what this conference is about. Oh, here comes. Oh, I thought it was suspenders. No, it's a bowling shirt. Bowling shirt guy. Awesome, awesome stripes. It very good for predators. You'll confuse your prey with those stripes if you move quick enough past their eye. Are we? I thought you were going to come on out and have a talk. Come out with your cans, guys. Come on, put the e-meter on me. But I want to know more about this. The closer walk with Scientology, guys. Could it seriously? How about it? Like confront and shatter suppression, right? So come out here and give me the full treatment. I want to know about Scientology, y'all.
Yeah, come out.
Give me the cans.
I'm here with Scientology.
Thank you very much. Come out with your cans. Please. I mean, they're fun, right? I mean, maybe not in the rain. I might get electrocuted, but so, hey, y'all, I don't really feel confronted or shattered yet. I guess I'm really suppressive, though. So I'm wondering what's going wrong with your programs. Have you confronted or shattered this suppression yet? Nice Tom Cruise getup you got there, boy. Or is that just like fake beatnik? You know, I think it's like fake beatnik and Tom Cruise. That's just my opinion. A little soupçon of both. A little puree of it all. Ooh, yeah, full cowboy. Here we go. Right on. Now, yeah, you don't work for Scientology, do you? I think you do. That's you laid hands almost on somebody, didn't you? Didn't you have to be pulled away from Pearl Snappy? Didn't you? By a cop, right? Because you were aggressing on somebody maybe half your stature, right? That makes you a real tough guy, right? Real tough guy. Right here, who aggresses at women half their size. This guy right here in the hat. Good one on you. I hope you're proud. I hope your parents saw that. I hope your family and your friends saw what a citizen of this town you are, which is an aggressive bully. Leave this cult. No, he doesn't. He not at all. No, none of them. I mean, you know, I'm not really the one that, you know, you want to do it with, I guess, out of all the protesters. I don't look like the one. Oh, yeah, somebody actually dropping anything. Thank you very much, Super. This is getting a little ridiculous, I think. I'm gonna, I think, have to have another revision of my structure here. So that was great. You sent out a cowboy, protester abuser out here who had to be pulled off Pearl Snappy by the cops. Real bravery is seemingly what you train into people in this organization, right? So you got all the shades and you got your armed guards and you sick the police on people. That shows strength, right? It shows a healthy organization that's strong and vibrant, correct? Or not? I say not. I would say it shows that you ain't worth spit. You and your entire global horse hockey organization. About as deflated as those balloons right there. If anybody can see, they're pretty pathetic balloons. I think they're going in the Triznash, or somebody's going to use them. So, Yeah, lots of activity, bringing people in and out of the org, doing a lot of heavy business. We're going to save the planet, no people at a time, right? We're going to do zero business and wear these stupid get-ups and sit in this stupid building and not clear the planet, right? Are we on a fake phone call now? Is that what we're doing? Oh no, the harasser's back. He's harassing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I've been this lightly modded before being out here since Chicago, since I didn't have any mods at all. And I'm out here by myself, and so I kind of take that personal, okay? Just a little bit, right? And it's been 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Hello, everybody. Hard work at the org today? Hard work at the human trafficking cult, Ben? We're all having our time, another coffin nail for the coffin dodger? So why is it that none of you, why is it that not a one of you will talk to us, will tell us about Scientology, will try to defend any of your ideas or your practices, and treat us as non-human beings, and risk our lives by calling the police multiple times on fake calls, calling the fire department on fake calls? Yeah, nice one, buddy. Fascist is what you are, sir. You're working for a fascist organization that ruins people's lives. I hope you're proud of yourself. Eat a sandwich. You don't have any meat on your bones, sir. It's not going to do well to support yourself later in life. So I really hope you didn't extract any money out of this person, because obviously you deserve absolutely none. Absolutely none. So it's interesting, if communication is the universal solvent, why don't you even try? Do you not have the courage of your convictions? Or are you a coward intellectually? I would say you're intellectual cowards. All right. Do a little V-cut, if you know what I mean. You ever play basketball? Do a little V-cut. Every minute we can see more into the org. We can see the movements thereof, of the people. Yeah, Eric, great to see you. Absolutely. If we could show up in gold vests. Ooh, lunchtime at the child trafficking cult, guys. All right, here we go.
You are the most pathetic weirdo I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That's assault. That's assault, sir. You've just committed a crime. You've just committed a crime. That's the crime of assault.
I'm not the one who stands around outside of a church.
It's not a church. It is a child trafficking cult. you fool.
Okay.
You just assailed me.
Okay.
I would be well within my rights to take you apart. And I would.
Call 911 right now.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't need to deal with your shit.
Ah, so that's you. Come on, buddy. You won.
But I could do it at any point since it's on video, right? That would be the crime of assault where you would be dragged out of this org in cuffs. In cuffs. Come on, bitch. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Come on, bro.
Let's see what you got.
You're cool.
Let's see what it is.
You're good.
You got nothing. You got nothing. Not a thing. You and your whole organization are comprised of cowards. Of cowards. I'm out here risking my ass. Assault. 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 Yeah, great day to not have any frickin' backup. Great fucking day. And of course, he assailed me when I don't have any backup. When I don't have anything out there. Of course. Because of course that's what happens. Nice crime, guys. Nice crime caught on camera. Nice one. Nice one. You know, Curtis Johnson went away in cuffs for exactly that same thing in Denver. For exactly that same thing. You are lucky. You are lucky I did not respond. You are just lucky, sir. What the fuck was that? Good day. Yeah, it's a victory, certainly. I don't need to smack the guy. I would have ruined that person. He grabbed the thing, and he was not strong. He grabbed my gimbal, and I was like, And I think he realized he was well out of his depth just by feeling the force of my hand on this gimbal. So yeah. Nice one. Yeah. I'm the coward, he said. I'm the coward, right? They've got $1 billion organization. I'm out here a kite on a string. No protection, no nothing. Not from the foundation, not from anyone, seemingly. So, out here on a string, and I'm the frickin' coward. My very aching ass. Just making the trip, just the drive itself is enough. So yeah, I could have that person arrested at any point. So just kind of weigh my options, just see what's best for me. See what's best for me. Oh yeah, Curtis is doing court next week. Yeah. I mean, it looks real bad. Looks real bad. It may look as bad as it does on this video, but yeah, I was just assaulted by a Scientologist. How about that? I take that as a badge of honor. Mr. Red-Faced, Red-Beard guy, obviously doesn't have the courage of his convictions or can't defend any of his ideas, and so he needs to resort to violence. This is the tactic of a small-minded person, I have to say. So yeah, communication, the universal solvent, right? And so that's why you assault protesters, right? Because you're so good at communication. You can, universally solve, right? Or dissolve any what do you call it? Suppression, right? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, thanks, Eric Rader. Major flunk on the communication there. I'd say major flunk on not committing a crime at the org today, the crime of assault. He touched my property that is attached to me. That is an extension of my body. Thus, laying hands upon it and trying to direct it in any way, shape, or form definitely constitutes a crime. How about it? No. Nobody's going to come out and talk. I didn't think you would. I mean, y'all are like abject cowards. Abject cowards. Well, it wasn't hard. He was already boiling over. I said one line. And he was fuming. And I said a second line and he stepped to me. That dude stepped to this guy. That was, oh man. I mean, I wish y'all could have seen my face because it wasn't scared. I was just laughing at him. I'm like, what have you done? What are you doing? What do you think you're going to do here, man? Like, you know, I don't know if you've done some kind of CrossFit training or something, but like, you're not a working person. So like, like, it doesn't look like you've ever been on the job site. And I'd say, like, I don't want to fight a stonemason or a carpenter. I don't want to do it. No thanks. Not somebody that's been using their own hands as hand tools, as like a hammer and a screwdriver and stuff. So, I mean, it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. This kind of activity, this kind of treatment of the citizenry by a so-called church, that I stand outside of a church. Oh, is that an OSA guy? Holy shit, is that the dude from Chicago? Oh my God. Is that OSA? Is that, I think I saw you in Chicago. Is that true? Oh, I don't know. I can't tell. And there we go. Making the loop. We're going to go that way though. All right. Hopefully you're not working for these people. It is a child trafficking cult, you know. Any assistance that you give to them is aiding a real evil that destroys lives. So definitely don't help them. Don't trust anything that they say. I wouldn't work for them either. Oh, that's kind of terrible. Oh well. I'm starting to get a little wet. Like beyond the surface. Like it's clothing starting to be heavy from water. Oh, you better escape your crime, right? Better run. Who knows? You might go away in cuffs. Oh yeah, run while until you get put away, I guess. Go for your din-dins. Yeah, you're not a coward at all. You're not a criminal at all. You didn't commit a crime against a citizen on the street today at all. You better just run, right? He said he was going to dinner. I'm just going to dinner. Just leave me alone. I only committed a crime against you. Get me out of here. Oh. Well, seeming the criminal has absconded. He has left the scene of the crime. You've gotten rid of him for the evening. That's maybe a good idea in case I decide to have him arrested. But, that can happen at any time. The crime of assault is still the crime of assault. And today and tomorrow, as it's captured on video and has been witnessed by a lot of people. So, him running away today isn't really going to fix your problem. Here, I could, at any point, decide to have that person taken away by the police. And I very well may decide to do that. What the fuck? Sorry, guys. My phone hasn't been plugged in or charging for quite some time, seemingly. And it's down to low values. I'm going to have to get myself together. The writing's on the wall. Oh, man. Get myself connected. Oh, I know. He couldn't accept that he was a coward at all. And he certainly defended make sure. But I'm not running away. I'm just, right? It is. Not me a thing. Running at all. I'm not afraid. No, no. I didn't say I didn't want you there. Please, don't put words in my mouth that aren't true. I did not say that. That ain't, that's not cool. Need a little snack. I didn't tell anybody to do anything. That's not my style. Cayenne cashews.
Well, I give night time.
I said I didn't, how about that? Can you hear better now? Hear better now? No, it's not better. No, it's not better. Directly into the microphone. Okay. Okay. So, all right. That's just the microphone right next to me here. So let me get it lapel style. I'm just. BH Misker. I love the spoonerism. We all need to know, how bad was the hot dog water stench? It's pretty medium. Not as bad as other times. You know, it's not hot, so there's so much water on the screen. I can't love this. There we go. What I was saying before is that I didn't tell anybody to do anything. I didn't tell anybody to not come or be here or not be here. Not my style. I don't generally try to tell people what to do. I didn't say I didn't want anybody here. Not my thing. Don't waste any more time of your life on this cult. So was that clearly heard and understood then? I didn't tell anybody to not be here. I wouldn't do that. Oh, I know. If I called for backup, it would definitely be there. But it was asserted that I told somebody not to show up, and that's just nothing that I would ever do. So, not anywhere close. Yeah. Fake ass cool, huh? Think you're cool with the 90s look, right? How about your boy assaulting me? How about that? Right? How about Mr. Redbeard there committing a crime and then you getting him out of the org as fast as possible? Yeah, he's trying to do like the Wesley Snipes like 1998 thing. And it's weird how many of these pseudo cool guys are like in a time warp in Scientology. And the thing is, like, I don't care about your appearance, but when you're really putting it on, and it's like an obvious put on, geez, this won't stay plugged in. Sorry, y'all. I'm having some technical difficulties here. I don't know why. I'm going to have to keep it in my pocket now, seemingly, if I want this to actually charge. Gee whiz, it's not charging. I don't like it. I'm going to have to keep it in my pocket and check. Oh my God. Is it the cable? Sorry, y'all. Mr. Sean Angelina, Mr. Sean Angelina. Phase truth. Yeah. Leaving the cult after I was assaulted by one of your members. How do you feel about that? One of your members laid hands on me in a criminal way within the half an hour. How is it Scientology gets to get away with doing crimes in public and then calls the cops on all of us? Leave this cult. Way to go. So yeah, your boy assaulted me. Assaulted me. So, and then you guys got him out of the org real quick, right? So that he didn't go away in cuffs today in front of everyone. Well, we'll just make it dramatic, right? Because it was caught on video. And so maybe midday, maybe like when classes are changing over the most students on the street, that's when we'll get the perp walk, right? That's when we will perp walk this guy, okay? For maximum effect, for maximum embarrassment. Trying to embarrass him like he tried to embarrass me by laying hands on me today. So if communication is the universal solvent, why won't you confront any of us protesters with your ideas? Okay? If that were true, why won't you confront us with any of your ideas? Why don't you even try? You're trying to clear the planet, right? So I guess I'm last on the list or something? I'm some subhuman person, a suppressive person, or a squirrel? Not worthy of any attention? Is that what a church does? Is that what anybody who's willing to or try to even help people ever does? Is by defining people on such narrow lines? By labeling teenagers suppressives and removing them from their families? How are those gains, though? You got your superpowers yet? I'm guessing you never get sick and you don't need glasses, right? Correct? Or not? Is that correct? No? Well, have a good time in the rain. Leave this cult. There's anything else to do with your life other than this. Is the sound still okay? I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to drag all of my stuff around here in the rain. But thank you very much. Definitely let me know, because I think this mic's battery is going to go pretty soon, and then I'm going to have to set it to charge. Speaking of which, I've got to figure out this battery situation or my phone is going to die. So. Thank you. Thank you on the good sounds. Thank you, Eric. It means a lot coming from you. Try and do what I can. Okay, so that's charging now. Okay, so it's charging. Oh, thank you. Let's, it seemingly we're leaving the cult en masse here. Those guys were a distraction. Well, they're all a distraction if there's only one person out here. Mass exodus. Exodus. Movement of Sciento. Oh no, it's just people outside of Medici. I was like, that can't be all Scientology. Oh no, it is one Scientologist though. Oh no! Oh no, they've come close. They've come in contact with the regular citizenry. They're being body routed. It's a cult. Don't go inside the cult. It's a human trafficking cult. They ruin people's lives. Do not go inside. Do not give them any of your real information, your real name. They will not leave you alone. Hi there. How's it going? So, how is that assault, right, by one of your members? You know. So, are you going to try to get me in trouble for being assaulted by one of your members? Is that what you're going to try to do? No. Yes. Perhaps. You're not sure? You're coming up with a plan, I guess, something? No? Maybe? Y'all? Hi there, how's it going? Oh, he's trying to hide. He's trying to hide, and he's not very good at it. Oh. Well, what happens when the sun goes down and you turn the lights up a little bit more? You're not going to be able to hide at all. All right. And that's what we're waiting for. I think that's a Sciento absconding. Oh, leaving the cult so early? I thought you had more work to do. What about the planet? Is it cleared yet? How about that? No? But the planet isn't clear, though. I haven't attained the state of clear. So you are aware that you're working for a human trafficking cult, right? That injures innocent human beings and destroys lives. And as much as you are doing that, you are aiding in evil. And as you are assisting evil and doing evil deeds, that makes you an evil person. Evil people who are harming innocent children with your work. Leave this cult. Do anything else with your life. Nobody trusts these people in the gold vests. They're human traffickers. Oh, thank you. Martha Simmons, our friend at the Portland Org, is using Chalk Tech, needs views at Lisa's day off. Definitely. Let's get the Portland Chalk Tech awesome. Some views. Oh no. Too many damn things on my back. Too wet. Sorry, y'all. Thank you very much, Martha. That's very friendly. And I agree. This person's work needs more attention. So let's doobie-doo. Doobie-doo that. Scooby-dooby-doo. A-dee-ba-da-ba-dee-ba. A-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Sorry, y'all. There's just so many things at once. Walking, talking, clipping, holding, scolding. They're all relevant. Okay. Finish the way to chalkiness. Ah, chalky. Yes, good old Chalky. Good one. This are the days we will remember. Yes. Yeah, Sciento a little bit off the rails. That guy was certainly off the rails. His TRs were all the way out. He did not have his training or his routines or his regimens or any other R word that you could use to describe what it is that they're doing. Oh no, guys, are you working at the org? Are you helping Scientology do their evil work, destroy human lives, innocent children's lives? Seen the survivor stories on SPTV? These people who survived the church and were at a much higher level than you probably ever will dream to be, who got out and are living wonderful lives. Did you hear that I was assaulted by your red-bearded jerk face? Right? No. Committed a crime at all. Oh, I guess human trafficking and the ruination of innocent children's lives is just a joking matter for y'all. Do anything else with your lives. Maybe retain a little bit of your humanity and self-respect, because you don't have any in my book. Not a jot. Leave this cult. All right. Starting to dry up. Let's give him a little stutter. A little stutters. Stutter stirp. Strippy doo. Go for it, guy. You got your bread. Killer. What is that? Spread? Cheese? I don't know. Let's see. It's turning in for a bit. Yeah. I got assaulted by a red-bearded Scientologist. I don't know, like 30, 45 minutes ago, something like that. He grabbed my gimbal and he tried to wrench it out of my hand. He tried to wrestle me with my own gimbal. And I think he saw that he was being offered more resistance than he believed that I could possibly offer. And that made him look a little hesitant to make the next move. And I dared him to. I dared him to make the next move several times. And good day. Hope you're well. That was my style back in the day, too. Yeah, I dared the guy. Like, YouTube. Yeah. So I eat candy. Let's see. Imagine he yelled, "You're off the rails. Your disappointment tolerates." Maybe not that they may have tipped him over to the Jerry Springer edge. Yeah. Oh man. No, that's a good one. Really, when they're at the peak of their like awfulness, say that they're a disappointment to Lafayette, and yeah, you might. Leave the cult and be a good human again. Indeed, exactly. Oh, there's almost always a chance for redemption. Sometimes not, but generally, yeah. Ooh, do not give them any of your time and attention. This is a predatory cult. You see, they don't mean anybody any good. It's barely a church. I would say only technically. Good day. Hope you're well. I really hope you didn't give them any of your time or money, or that you don't work for this predatory evil cult that destroys innocent children's lives, as demonstrated by the survivors of Scientology as seen on SPTV on YouTube. There are plenty of survivors of this awful cult that are telling their story and telling about the human ruination that they experienced, family separation, personal physical injury, the non-reporting of multiple crimes as serious as you can imagine. Don't give them any of your time or attention. Like, really, name a crime and Scientology has done it, allegedly. So, can't prove all of it, but I assume all of it. You know, I think they've shown me who they are, and I'm going to believe them. So, yeah. So back and forth, I sway with the wind. Resolution slips away again, right through my fingers, back into my heart. It started bleeding. It's in the dark. Droplets of yes and no in an ocean of maybe. Cause the plot thickens every day, and the pieces of my puzzle keep crumbling away. But I know there's a picture beneath. The Biker Channel, nice. Spirited Dragonfly, I remember that one. I like Spirited Dragonfly. Oh man, is this charging? I don't know. I'm distracted, I think, because I'm wet and increasingly wet. So I'm gonna try to, the wind's really whipping down this alley. It seems to be channeling what's left of this spitting rain. But it'd be nice to get to a point where it's just not accumulating for a second. So, good day. You know, every time I hear that now, I'm like, you know, certainly it very well could be for me. And a lot of times it is. It's getting closer. Oh no, they're going the other way. Okay. Single ladder. I mean, it's not uncommon. Especially during the rain. Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, not as much. Like, I have like an unreasonable fear, and I go and I'm so afraid of this thing that you know, I engage in a bunch of avoidance schemes. In order so that I didn't ever have to face it, and I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm not, you know, there's a bunch of pretty specific things that go with PTSD, but I would just say I'm more conscious. I've been forced to be more conscious of it. It wasn't clear as much, or at least the frequency wasn't as frequent. Yeah, this port is not doing it. I don't know what I've done. So, I mean, if I stand here, they're all going to come out the back. So it requires ranging the three corners, the three sides at least, of this. And my freaking power keeps on getting unplugged. I don't know what's going on. But maybe it's a port that I need to scrub out. I mean, I've had it in my pocket a whole lot. Oh, so is this lower conditions? You know, you're helping me out. You're giving me a new palette there to play with, right? So, is this what they have you doing at the org? With your superpowers? I mean, you look seriously strong, not like the rest of these people. You look like you actually work. So, now it's just a mauve streak. Somebody's having a very bad day up the road. Both fire and EMS are heading in the same direction. Maybe it's just a call. I hope it is. So yeah, I guess they didn't see me over there in the corner on the cameras. And that guy came out with his broomy broom. I know, I'll take advantage of this little time that I have, and I'll get to brooming. There's roomin' to brooming. All right. Ooh, it almost, is that a patch of like almost clear? This is the clearest it's been. You see how the light has changed? And it's changing like second to second. Really amazing. You might actually get a patch of blue for half a second. Sorry, y'all. I know it's kind of shirky. Don't have my A1 setup today. I have my B6, maybe B12. I took my vitamins. All right. But I forgot my coffee. More grooming than a nail salon. Best part is if they have to read the chalk before they clean it. Absolutely. So, what the hibernating chipmunk? Maybe the LRH tech doesn't work on gingers. CLP. Wow. I'm not even sure. I don't know what that is. Hibernating chipmunk. What currency is that? That's amazing. But thank you very much. Maybe the LRH tech doesn't work on gingers. Definitely a laugh line. Super awesome wicked. Thank you, thank you. So, I mean, they're overflowing with trash today. I'm guessing they're still shredding. Well, yesterday's live included a picture of how they are treating their refuse, and that they are most certainly shredding very finely all of their documents, very finely, into nearly a paper powder. Oh, it's a little impatient. Okay, so this looks promising for half a second. Oh no! It can't be that good working for this cult, really. You should leave. Do something better with your life. Do something with an organization that actually helps people and doesn't just steal their time and their money and give them nothing in return. How are those gains? How are those gains? You got your superpowers yet, buddy? How's clearing the planet going? You can thank your ginger beard individual who assaulted me. We'll be arresting him later. It's a nice little assault by a nice little cult. They're not nice, though. That's facetious. Or at the very least, feces-ish. Okay. So it's a little brighter outside, so we got more glare. A little brighter. Just a patch of bright. It's patchy. Patchy. Okay, so when day, month is your birthday, so we can celebrate and spend some time ago. And my apologies. Tercel. A Tercel, yeah, Tercel. It's definitely a planet. Oh, don't say that about gingers, Christy. I know you're joking. Just joined. When did Selfless get assaulted? Some time ago now. 45 minutes or an hour, I don't know, something. I kind of had a little bit of an adrenaline rush and lost track of exact time. And a whole bunch of other stuff that I may have been doing. Oh geez, I've got to switch out the battery. I mean the microphone, y'all. switching out the microphone, y'all. So this one's out of battery. But yeah, they had a great time out here. It was almost WrestleMania. You know, he tried to wrestle my gimbal out of my hands. I don't know what he thought he was going to do. He could have tried to break my phone. I think he was going to try to do like an LA break the phone move. And he got it wrong. Or he just isn't physically aware. Didn't understand that he had just stepped to somebody who maybe you don't want to. I definitely warned him. And then I asked him to complete his promises. He was making a lot of promises about physical stuff with his face and his body, and he was kind of lurching and lunging, and that guy was holding him back as though like, you're just lucky I'm holding this guy back. He's a berserker. He'll rip your face off and eat it for breakfast. Kind of thing. Sorry it's so shaky. I just, I don't have all the hands. And I'm trying to do a maneuver and it's not going well. What just happened? Yeah. Okay, got a hiker. The external frame looks like he's going to go up a mountain. Or other than that, he's a total poser. But he looks real. What the heck? It's not connecting. Nothing's connecting.
Head back to your phone.
Sorry, y'all. There, it seems I'm connected now. Seemingly I'm getting an intermittent connection with this dongle for the so it's on power and so it needs to be. That's just it. Probably fine. Give me a second. I mean, I know it's been minutes. There it is. Ugh. Heck yeah. So they're probably all escaping out the back while I get my stuff together here. It's just nothing can be done about it. I should have changed this over a little while ago. I just and get the other mic charged up too, if at all possible. So yeah, I don't think it's the battery or the ports. It's seemingly the connection to my phone, which isn't the best news. But I think it's just some rust, perhaps on the lightning port from being outside and being used so much. So I'm guessing just like a Q-tip and some de-rust stuff will do the trick. Okay. So, here we go. We are back. Yes, F Sciento to last org falls forever. That is what I like to say about this. So we're not cleaning up. We're not really doing anything. Let's, okay. Good evening. All right, guys. Seemingly you're emptying out the cult. It looks really empty now. Do you even have somebody at the front desk? I can't really tell. We got some glare because the weather's improved a little bit. So here we go. Ouch. Ooh, the knee is really freaking. I've got the knee freak on. So I'm pretty sure that while I was doing that, while I was changing microphones, I'm guessing a bunch of people escaped because there are far, far less people in the lobby as far as I could see than when there was before. Maybe there's a high-level meeting going on the second floor. Maybe they're all right here, or sometimes they are, working away, beavering away at their interpolated nonsense. But it seems very much that I gave them a very nice opportunity. I hope they availed themselves of it. But yeah, we're hitting a lull. And a lull in the rain as well, which is great. I think I may reapply some cult words different places. I'll just see what sticks, see what actually works. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the only thing is there isn't really a place to put anything down. It's all very wet. It'll pretty easily ruin a lot of what I have. That bird gave me an idea. Hey, bird, were you just hanging? Oh, gross. There's some food there. This is less wet than other places, right? So I think a guitar could be here. That was a bit of a shrimp. I don't like that. The guitar could live there, and the bag can live on my back. And I can chalk a dock right here. And something nice and bright for them today. Maybe orange. Is this orange like that? Kind of a two-tone. Well, let's see if it takes first. Might not. We'll see. Oh, it's okay. It's not great. I'll tell you. It's workable. I'll tell you what. I mean, it definitely wants to take the chalk off of the block. And I think that'll work. I think I'll be able to write it. Yeah. Wow. They closed Big Blue. I love that idea. I hope it's true. Because I mean, obviously. It's a massive failure for them. Massive failure. Oh, I heard you guys. You checking the door? Checking the back door? Yeah. Is that not to your liking? You messed up my line. You distracted me and it got all wonky. Well, you owe me 1/10 of this stick then, I think. So I'll put that on your tab. Yeah, just kind of as soon as it can take it. Here it is back. I mean, even kind of before it really should. Yeah, that's the wettest part, maybe. As it's more downhill, and it's kind of more accumulated in the cracks at a deeper level. There are little depressions. Yeah, they messed up that line on the L. I mean, on the U. You scared me with your door. I wanted to have an interaction. I just want somebody to talk to. He said I wasn't right, like the way they say in England. You know, you're not right, or what is he like? Is the other one. What is he like? What are they like? What's it like? You can hear that phrase used to great effect in the song Buffalo Stance by Nina Cherry. We do the dive every time we dance. I give you love, baby, not romance. I make a move, nothing left to chance. So don't you get fresh with me. It's not bright enough. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, they really. Oh, hi guys. How's it going? Hi. Yeah, how about that assault, right? By your orange bearded fellow there, right? So I guess it just being magnanimous that I didn't have him dragged out of the Oregon cuffs already, right? An assault caught on video, huh? Oh, wow, they're so cool. They've got their cool little club and everything, their clubhouse. So cool. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Those uniforms. Oh, wow. I mean, he just looks so sharp. Looks so sharp. Anybody would jump. Anybody would jump the bones. Anybody would jump through the phone. Anybody. Let's buff the head. Get the turtle wax. It's so mustardy and orangey. It's like a ray of sunshine. Let the cult guys out. Let the sunshine letters burn your eyes with shame and doubt. You guys really suck now. Oh, yeah, exactly. Bringing the polyester back into cults, just like Est, right? Est was like a fully polyester cult, seemingly. You know, not a natural fiber to be seen. I think I heard somebody describe the practitioners of this in their conferences as like a bunch of used car salesmen. I wholeheartedly agree. Est is hilarious. Again, it's the same group of people that Scientology is going after. It's the same demo. These broken, heartbroken, throwaway by the world, down on your luck, seeking for meaning. You know, the regular answers are not enough kind of people. Yeah, no, polyester, absolutely. It's like, I mean, complex polycarbons next to your skin, the body's largest organ, I don't think so. Not a very good idea at all. Not a very good idea. Because your skin does eat some stuff, doesn't it? Just kind of consume stuff that's near it. So I think, by that method, we end up consuming a lot of plastic every day just because of what's around. Some estimate about a credit card worth plastic per day. It's because of what's around us, all the time. So that ain't so great. I'd say it's bad. So yeah, maybe another, I can finish out the outline there with another yellow. I mean, that one was okay. This one, it's like the end of it. That's okay, that'll do. It's just a little different. And that's okay. I'm good enough. I'm chalk enough, and gosh darn it, Scientology hates me. So I must be doing something right. Yeah, I mean, definitely a badge of honor to have these dipshits hate you, I have to say. And it's like, I understand, some people might get a little bit itchy about, describing what it is that people are doing here and describing them in disparaging ways. But it's like, to me, as long as you're doing the real harm in real time, like, yeah, I want you to get out. Yeah, I want you to see the light. But I'm kind of a tough love guy. I don't think all sweetness and light works on everybody. It works on a lot of people. It definitely does. It's an effective methodology. But it's also something that I don't have in myself in spades. So I'm going with my strengths. Argument. I mean, not that I like win arguments, but I can just keep it up. So... Oh yeah, magnanimous. It's what all these bloviating, big ass rich dudes. They try to seem that way. Oh, I'm giving you this great gift, while I'm stabbing the entire society in the neck. Is what they all try to do, and it's what I was trying to indicate to that person who said that Scientology saved their life, and I'm like, okay, so perhaps they did, but. Are you going to use that over and above the harm that they actually do to actual people and to innocent children? So if you're going to elevate your own personal anecdotal experience over, like a population level kind of effect throughout this system, I mean, it's not like it's just one example of Scientology being bad or being destructive, seemingly innumerable. I mean, yeah, it's a finite number. It's a non-infinite set, to be realistic about it, but still, seemingly they're doing it all the time, and they're all gross. So, like that. So, pink, and that is an outline. Kind of weird combination, but I don't care. It's those two, and they'll dry differently. So, not exactly sure what it's going to look like at the end, but it'll be fun for the whole family. All right, so very slight. That wasn't slight enough. I have to go slighter on this. I'd already kind of defined this angle as too steep. And then a ham bone. Hope you're well. This is a very enterprising young gentleman who's working very hard today at this establishment next door to Scientology. Oh, it's all mushy. It's all mush. It's all smoosh. It's going to be worked into the pavement, I think, a little bit more. Each stroke that I'm making is taking way more material with the water, mixing with the water and making kind of like a chalky, pasty chalk paste, which is fine with me. It's going to take more sticks to do one little thing, and it may come out and it may get washed away. So big bald men there, they looked real serious, like they may be the defenders of the org or upper management or something. They look like they had Crocs with fur. Let's see, Pamela. There are also fascinating records online. I've found the FBI vault files, mostly redacted, some interesting stuff there too. I wonder where. Let's see. Never had magic underwear because I was the... Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about Latter-day Saints, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people for some reason give them a pass because I don't think they're aware of how much control they have over people's lives, and especially in the state of Utah, but kind of generally wherever they project their power. I think the different ad campaigns and public relations efforts that were made on behalf of the Church of Latter-day Saints were effective in cleaning up their image from the 1970s, where they were asserting that people of African descent didn't have souls and all sorts of stuff. And so that's when they started to do the ad campaigns in the 80s, where they're like, we make pizza for grandma down the street, or we know how to not steal a necklace from our sister. It's hard to live with a lie. And that's when they were making the change. They were like, okay, come and visit us at the Church of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. That's what they would say at the end of each one of these commercials in the 80s. And then it became, oh no, we don't know nothing about those Mormons. Who? Don't call us that. We're not that anymore. Don't call us that, because, well, they're kind of horrible history, like a lot of religions. But that one's recent enough where the records are seemingly really accurate about exactly how criminal Joseph Smith was, which was pretty much all the way. Pretty well, all of it. So, not a cool dude, Joe Smith. Not cool at all. I think maybe that's why he was killed. It wasn't because he's like some great martyr or something. Yeah, great martyr for like polygamy, right? And for like abusing people and hoodwinking them. He's real good at that. But convicted, just like Lafayette, convicted in the state of New York, I believe, for fraud, some kind of fraud. His treasure hunting enterprise was shown to not be on the up and up, because it ain't. It just ain't, or wasn't. And so, lo and behold, this guy that is a fraudulent treasure hunter comes up with this treasure that starts his new religion, right? Whoa! Wow! Who'd have thunk that? Anybody who understands frauds and fraudsters, I think. Yeah, exactly. And then Brigham Young had his his epiphany in the wilderness, right? Where they had to run, and the big story there is, he didn't want to take up the mantle, so heavy is the crown and all that. And of course, he got a message from God, like all of them, and did the whole thing. And please, sorry, didn't see you there. Hope you're well. Yeah, and then the massacres in Utah of like all sorts of different people, but especially I think it's the United States Cavalry at one point got them into a bunch of trouble. Yeah, so they were doing battle with the government of the United States at some point. That's another thing a lot of people forget, that they weren't really big on the Union. They were big on having their own little land. So I don't know. This might be controversial, but I always thought, at the end of World War II, rather than the Holy Land of the Middle East, if you didn't want to put the people escaping the horrors of World War II and the Holocaust, if you didn't want to put them in a terribly dangerous situation, you could have given them one of the big square states, like Utah, or, give them Wyoming. But I would say Utah. Give them some actual arable land where they're not surrounded by their natural enemies. Might have been better than like setting them up for failure, being an outpost of the United States hegemonic imperial freaking aspirations, which are coming horribly to a downfall, which the empire generally does at some point, but this one's really quick and stupid. The American empire, super dumb, super quick. Yeah, it was like, I mean, like all of them, they sow the seeds of their destruction in their birthing. So just if you know what to look for, you pretty much know how the thing is going to fall once it starts, which is, it's hilarious that it's that predictable, but it is that predictable. In the rain and everything, that looks pretty bright and clear. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones because it came out of adversity. Right. That's right. Overcoming adversity really feels good, I have to say. Those gigs, and I think I heard Lewis Cole speak to this recently as well. Like, he's talking about a recent gig story where the band was robbed on the street, and then they had a wonderful show because it was like you do all these things to try to have your show. You make all these preparations, and then everything goes wrong, and you're like running right up to the end and putting a successful show on. Well, you have all the energy, and once it's up and running and it's actually working, the relief is this like wave of awesome that washes me into like a better flow state, and I always have better gigs. So overcoming adversity on a gig, it's a gift. It's a gift. Adversity is a gift. You know, things that present themselves as problematic in your life, as, you know, somebody that's giving you heck, that's, you know, maybe telling stories about you or who knows what. In a certain light, I mean, obviously, these things can be destructive. They can be corrosive to a number of things in your life. But looked at in a certain light and in a certain context, they can be challenges or opportunities for growth. And used as such, they're gifts. So that guy assaulting me was a gift. It was an opportunity for me not to react to a bunch of horseshit. Dude, this is a ghost town now. They're all in the back. They're way back there. There's nobody at the desk. They're all the way back there. They won't even be pictured. A criminal has to eat too. I just watched the guy on your stream earlier. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm not, hey, you know, everybody can eat. Don't have a problem with the eating. The eating is fine. I mean, we all know what perhaps I have a problem with, or at least maybe people should. Yeah, my battery pack is jerk. It's not charging anything. It's not staying on. I'm getting upset about it a little because I want to continue streaming. It is my wish to continue streaming. Put on. Exactly. Door, I think that's what we got. Yar. Humid weather is really not great for engineering. I don't know what it is. It doesn't. Guys, are we? I thought we were having a party. No, party already? Maybe it wasn't. No. Freaking no party like a Scientology party, because the Scientology party is full of sharks. Shardy party. It's definitely you guys. Come on, I thought you guys were masters of communication. I think you guys have communicated. I see these lights on back door. You're probably going to need them very soon to be able to stairs safely. They are stairs. I know some quite or apparently. Oh yeah. So yeah, frailty aside, I think they're coming down fast. Yeah, they are. They're going to try to figure out a way to get out of here at the end. And I don't have a lot of cover on this building. I've got my own ath. Well, it kind of held up. I wonder if they'll see that one. It might last the day. So nobody there, nobody there. They're just about done. So they must have routed a bunch of people out the front while I was writing my cult, my culty cult. I wonder if they've heard that my knee is not 100%, and they have a little bit more time other than otherwise if I was all right. I didn't get that brace. Damn it! Should have gotten that brace. So interesting. They have a light shown, like I think, upon the blinds, and that would give them some more light protection. So I saw 2 individuals left in the org. And perhaps they were hovering by the door. And the back door, I don't know if you can see it, is right in the center there. So past those other doors, you can kind of see the back loading dock door. And it looked like they were going in that direction, and seemingly they failed to. Oh, there's some movement. Okay. They didn't go out the door, but they are trying to stutter step me here. So there's nobody in the cafe. I don't see anybody diagonally. There's nobody cleaning. I mean, I thought they had evening classes, right? I thought Scientology orgs like this go till 10 o'clock on the weekends. And I'm surprised. So yeah, that's all the way to the back of the building. You can see the loading dock door. Nobody manning the desk, nobody doing anything. It seems like, if I'm not mistaken, there's still activity on the second floor. Oh yeah, there are people in courses. The org is still running. Right, there's somebody on course right now. I don't know if you can see, but that person right there, they're listening to Scientology nonsense. Skirting around, grasping for who to scam for. Yeah. Definitely skirting, definitely desperate. All that stuff. So it is a cult, though. It's not a religion. It's a fake religion. Yeah, now you can see real good. Seemingly, I got everybody leaving. Maybe they all went to the second floor for a staff meeting, Saturday staff meeting. You know, since what can we do about the fact that, I don't know, we got ourselves enturbulated with a squirrel and we assaulted one of them today, and that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Maybe that showed our hand a little bit more. Are you going here? You got all the time in the world. Okay, so got an Uber, got a boober. Yeah, it's a little fast Uber. So, I mean, every time I walk around one side or the other, they could be going on one side or the other. That's the thing about having one person at the org and there being doors on opposite ends of the building. To be able to see their comings and goings, you need somebody on each side. If you want to have the interactions, if you want to actually see their comings and goings. Oh, there are the lights, finally. Here come the lights so that they can, so they can go down the stairs safely. Like I'm saying, they've got frail people. Oh, that tried okay. So that's the first dry spot over here. That's looking all right. And so, yeah, we're trying to do avoidance schemes for interactions with people with differing ideas. Probably not the best thing for clearing the planet. I don't know. So, yeah, had a bunch of interactions with people today. Not as many as yesterday, but like it would be hard to, since seemingly I interacted with the entire org yesterday. Very nearly. And I mean, oh, do we have anybody working here? No, nobody working. It's just empty. So the first floor, and so non-presence first floor, all presence in, I guess, the whatever coursework that's left to be done upstairs is all you're going to get. So kind of boring, kind of dumb, kind of stupid, all those things. Gives me a very good opportunity here. So, as I like to call it, give them a real see you last Tuesday. I don't know how funny that is. Probably not very, but I like it. You know, they no longer have their rent-a-cops. Boo-boo-hoo. I guess they either can't afford them or something. Maybe David Miscavige said, no rent-a-cops for you. Perhaps. Perhaps he did. Can never really tell with that man. Yeah. Let's go. Silly iridescent. So, all right. Oh, well, let's make the arrow first. Let's make the arrow. Let's see. Those are kind of differing enough. That one's not bright enough. I want to maybe. No, those aren't different enough. Maybe green and white. Good evening. Okay. Oh, super de-duper. Sharing means caring, even when it comes to chalk. Good evening. Oh, not a good evening at all. Right. How high? You do understand that I was assaulted by one of your ilk today. There's a kind of serious crime there. How's that going with Scientology committing all these crimes against peaceful protesters? Does that make you seem like an upstanding organization in any way, shape, or form? Obviously not. Leave this cult. Children cannot consent. You are disgusting. Disgusting. Get back in your cult. Child traffickers. Okay, so it is second shift. They're coming back in after a break, after something. Who knows what they were doing. But coming back in. Good day. Hope you're well. Yeah, worshiping of the perhaps. I mean, I would be if I had to listen to LRH's ideas all the time. I'd be trying to vomit my brain out of my ears to protect the rest of my brain. Yeah. So, is anybody gonna man or person the desk? I mean, are we personing the desk? Oh, we're not back to that level. Oh, people are going to try to escape out the back. They've got bags on and everything. Ooh, that seed took up a lot. Are you really giving your time to this child trafficking cult? You could do anything else with your life. If you want to help people, volunteer at a soup kitchen, or at a school, or at a prison, or at a homeless shelter, where people actually try to help people, not rob them of their money, their time, and their lives. Hey, buddy. Good evening. Hope you're well. It sure is. See you last Tuesday. Kind of cult. Good evening. So, yeah, seemingly they're going to route a bunch of people out the back. They're going to start their second shift. We're just making sure, people aren't around. And although we are, here we are, y'all. Almost at the hour. That's right. I am the arm. This is my porcelain table. Its color is fuchsia. The arm was a character in Twin Peaks. It's one of the denizens of the Red Room. If you heard or saw the arm, you knew you were in some serious stuff. I feel like they've put something in the way of the door. Like, if there's like a step stool. Okay, it's a step stool. Good day, sir. So as soon as it's like able to take chalk at all, the sidewalk will be marked and has been. Here it is. Mark a dark. Okay. Oh, wow. That C is kind of weak. It's got a weak outline. All right. I think that'll do for now. Let's see what they're doing around back. I'm back. Okay, guys. Body moving, A1 sound, you know it's crush grooving. All right. A little run-in today. I'm coming. My physical person. That guy's going to be on the RPF, probably. I'm definitely clipping that out. So, did rid of my culty cult sign? They cult. They even try? Nope, not yet. Somebody drove over it. There's some scuffing. These, it's a foot. Somebody trying to scuff. Yeah, see, I would have thought it was tire marks, except for the boot there. Oh, somebody really? It's a. Oh no! Oh, get the impression at all, right? Word. My artwork, guys. I work so hard. Oh, they're all beautiful. You know. They is not here. They is not there. They is not anywhere. They is, I think it's time. I'm feeling weak in the week. Mic's still working, seemingly. Okay. Oh, nice one. Nice. You guys, cameras pretty close today, because you do not have interactions with people who are of your trafficking cult that injures real people's lives. That you are aiding in the destruction of children's futures. Giving any of your time, any of your effort to this Tory cult that only to make money for the dealing at the expense of yourself and everyone else that works in Scientology, so-called. Doesn't seem like you guys actually work, like any of you are actual physical specimens anything, nor have I found you to be like, having any amount of like intellectual backbone, showing any rigor in that regard, or any other such. So, I'd recommend you look for yourself. You look at the survivor stories. The survivors of YouTube. Laura Anderson. Aaron Smith-Levin. Serge. Liz Fiss. Liz Gill. Nora Aves. And this justice. These are members of Scientology that were at a much, much higher level than you are, and probably ever will get to. Check out stories inside for yourself. Nobody on the street trusts this guy in the gold best. Human traffickers. Human traffickers. Oh man, really tried to me. Yeah. Ooh, my breath and wow, got my heart rate up. Damn. Yeah, I'm finding this effort. I don't know. It took more effort to be out here in the rain. I'm thinking probably, right? Using more muscle, more muscles. But out here, on the hill. So, try to give Sciento a fair amount of heck. They surely, each and every one of these people is assisting in their own destruction and the destruction, the future destruction. They don't know it. Maybe actually do. And there's an amount, like I think, convincing these people is one thing, and then just saying what it is, just saying the words of damage and what the crimes are, saying all these things. Ooh, right? Here we have another attempt to bait a squirrel. So, that's on private property. That's their property line, right? And I think they think we're supremely dumb as to even wish to be amongst their items and their property even for a second. So they turn on all lights. The interior lights are now exposing everything that is going on inside the org. The light difference is such that you can see all the way in. You could see individuals who they were, identify individuals. Maybe even read some of the placards here in the displays. Are they all the way back there? No, it's an actual plant. Not like a Scientology plant, but a plant. So, like foliage. Ugh. And I don't mean eggs. Enough. Okay, so it seems like that's like a theater and perhaps a stairwell to the second floor. I'd like to know the layout, pretty much where the stairs are. That's one lonely scientist. One lonely Scientologist there on their own. After a course, maybe seemingly taking some notes. Didn't understand everything that was going on. Perhaps maybe needs a refresher. Needs to go back on course. But we're doing counseling right here, and so it's this individual that I saw routed in and out of the building who like left about an hour and a half ago in Quebec, and is now having a counseling session with this Scientologist that I can't tell who it is. I think it's the same individual that brought them in and out. But yeah, if you can see, it's this person and then this shadow in the center of the frame. They're interacting with a Scientologist, this person in white. So, wow, I lost everybody. Okay. Wow. All right. So, they're not even trying out here. It's a straight shot. Yep. It's getting pretty dead. I mean, there's a few stragglers in there. There are a few people. Not a whole lot. I'm going to the corner and have this snack that I promised myself and continue on. Wherever this is. serious? How about now? Now? Cool. I just had to restart it. So apparently, having some minor connectivity issues. Sweet. So, yeah, I was trying to figure out what that is, how I could, be any part of it or demonstrating its efficacy, or, because there's only so far this is going to go without a whole lot more people, a whole lot more interest, without the national media. So, original plan was to take all of the whatever I've learned through all of my travels and try to stomp on Boston as well as I can, in hopes of within a year from when I start to shut that org in Packard's Corner down. So, and then go after the rest of the detritus, their friend groups. And they've got a few missions that are in private homes. I think there's one in Milton. I've got a mission in Quincy. A couple other places, but really small ball stuff. Generally, I want to get, they have an org, nothing like this, right? And this is crazy. It's like a storefront, pretty humble storefront, but then upstairs they have the whole second floor of offices. So it's an org, but it's nothing like the classic freaking Marlborough Street brownstone that they used to own. And nothing like the building in Dudley Square that they lost in 2017. Boston's been more resistant to this stuff than a lot of cities. Partially why I think that it can be Scientology, last little vestige of a presence in Boston, can be wiped out. And short. Yeah, chalking in the rain. I love the chalking. Ba, ba, ba. All right. So there's some protein and some cayenne pepper. Good enough. Good enough. I could have definitely dealt with not forgetting my coffee. Yeah. No. It seems like we're at a very serious lull in activity, or they're much, much better at cornering me back and forth here. I'm starting to get a little sore. It's almost 8 o'clock. I had no idea. Oh dear. Is this a fake phone call? I'm not sure about this guy. I'm not sure. So still nobody on the first that I can see. As soon as I identify a moving human being down here, definitely let you know. It seems like they've abandoned the first floor of the org. And as far as I could tell when I was writing Cult in front of the org, they locked the front door. So I don't know if Saturn's Day is till 8. I mean, that's the impression I get right now. What are all these silly decorations that they have? There's this circle thing. Is it like meant to be? It's a clock, I guess. No, it's not. That's the stand of that stand behind it. It's just an open circle with a wave. I guess it's meant to be feng shui in some way. Feng shui in some way. Get yours today. So yeah, pretty boring down here. Ain't nobody even trying to escape. I think we had our action earlier with a crime, an actual crime being committed. Yeah. We could watch a little Dianetics. I really think the focus on preventing new people from going in is most important. All those already in, and just yeah. It's interesting. Actually, those cameras are not closed circuit. They go to a server and they actually manually check the footage. Yeah. Certainly, interesting point, Duber. Oh, absolutely. Focusing on the new people, fine. But I do agree. Although there's quite not a lot of those. Although we've seen some publics and some people that are taking their kids in here that aren't staff, that aren't Sea Org. I mean, we've definitely been trying to engage with those people for sure. It is very important. But yeah, there's just not a lot of them. No fresh meat. Or at least very, very, very few slices of bologna. Which wouldn't be fresh. I couldn't call that fresh. So yeah, it's looking. I mean, they're in there. There's courses going on. Yeah, I think people have gone upstairs or downstairs, and there ain't much more happening at the org today. So yeah, I'm gonna see what's good. Like, keep taking a little walk, and may wrap this up pretty soon. I don't see what else there is to really do. I mean, I could write some more chalk, obviously, do some more stuff. I could be silly, but I'm not trying to go all out today. I'm going kind of half out, I guess. Portland org is dead too. Yeah, interesting. I wonder what's going on. Perhaps they're wrapped up in something. So yeah, seemingly, this course room that's jamming right now. They pulled those shades as soon as I started watching them. They've got one going on the 3rd. I mean, perhaps just to have the lights on, but is that a human being? No, it's a chair. Because it was like a half an hour ago or a little more. I saw somebody that was in a course on the 2nd floor from the front. And that's the last human being, I think, that I've seen in the organization. So buttons. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I think we've ridden this one down to the ground for the day. I mean, there may be other things to do, and there's always more to do with a predatory cult until it's dead. This looks pretty dead for tonight. Oh, wow. So, your last one out of the cult? Is that what we're doing? It looks pretty dead. Is this usually this dead on a Saturday? As it doesn't seem like you could really pay to keep the lights on with this level of engagement. So, just wondering how much you're aware of the various crimes that Scientology is involved in, and especially the direct harm to innocent children in their lives. And for those who are born into this awful organization, how they don't get to know anything about the outside world. And if you see the survivors on SPTV on YouTube, and if you want to know their names, Laura Anderson, Serge Delmar, Aaron Smith-Levin, Natalie Webster, Liz Ferris, Liz Gale, the list goes on, of people that spent their whole lives born in and escaped. Eric Rader is a new one who's come forward. They're living their best lives outside of this cult, outside of their influence, and outside of their being directly involved in crimes against innocent people, innocent children. You are aiding in evil with the work you are doing. You are aiding a direct evil, harm to innocent people. And if you are aiding evil by your deeds, what are your deeds? Your deeds, if you didn't know, are then also evil. And evil deeds what make what kind of a person? Evil deeds. If you're aiding in the destruction of innocent lives, and especially children, what does that make you? What does that make you? Do you really want to be involved in something like that? A black mark on your soul for all time, in all places, to everyone who cares about children. Do you want to be in such company? And by the way, how those gains, right? How the gains going, right? Got your superpowers from your coursework? You figure out a freaking crossword puzzle faster or solve a Rubik's Cube? You ever get sick? So you need glasses. How's clearing the planet going? How's that project? If you're going to spend your whole life doing something, should be worthwhile, right? Maybe productive. Less than 30,000 Scientologists worldwide here. So how's that going? Don't give them any more of your time. You can always change. Look for yourself. Think for yourself. Leave this cult. Save yourself. And save some other people too. God damn it. That poor man. Freaking giving his whole life away to what? To some serious, dumb bullshit. Like, I mean, there are some predatory cults that are even kind of smart about what they do. This one is such an obvious fraud that to me, it is maddening that they exist and that they've continued to exist as long as they do. There's a splinter in my mind that indicates to me that perhaps there isn't really any hope for humanity. If people can believe this long and not have it be completely eradicated and identified as quickly as possible as something akin to mercury in the water supply. and that it wouldn't take very much to do a whole lot of lifelong harm to anybody. So it's also why I'm in the movement, because I think this one is such an obvious fraud, and amongst all of the other predatory cults, it could be identified as such and eliminated and used as an object lesson for all of the rest of them. Hey, see what happens? See what happens when you prey upon the weak and the broken and the heartbroken and the lost and the seekers. See what happens. If society as a whole can't reject these things, I don't know if we're going to make it out of the century, and that's why I'm involved. I don't know that we can. So this is why I'm doing this work. Because this is my drop in the bucket. You know, it's only a drop in the bucket. You need a gazillion more drops like it. Stop! You had no space. That guy had no feet. He had very few inches left until he interpolated his bumper on that other bumper. Okay, so caught one more of them. Just one more. Put in the steps. Did a whole city block for that guy. Because that's just what I got. Good day. Hope you're well. All right. So that might have been, that might be my last interaction. My legs are screaming. Probably should have given it a rest all day today. And I definitely need to put on a knee brace so that I can actually heal, so that I can play drums. Because I'm meant to be playing drums soon. And maybe sooner than soon. Depending on the communications that I get in the next couple of days. So, hey y'all. That's, DF Flawless. DF Flawless. Pretty great. DeFlawless. I like it. Yeah, that's me on the org. I think most of them are out. There's a few stragglers. That guy going out the front, he seemed like one of the last staff people. Didn't seem to have any superpowers. He didn't speak to any of them. Not that I expected him to. But this is me walking away from a day at ye old bullshit factory. They make handcraft the finest bullshit from yesteryear in a piquant soupçon of awful smells and of like bowel juices and stomach acids, that kind of thing. You know what I mean, I think. And this isn't my town, so I'm not sure if this is my street, but it might be. So let's see. One or more of them may have to stay and wash off the chalk before they get to leave. Indeed. Oh yeah, no, totally. I mean, the first time I came by the org, we spun around the block in just enough time to see them pouring their buckets because they won't even. I mean, that guy came out with a brush. That guy, and he did look like he worked. He was muscled. There's some fine definition. Although it didn't seem like the gym. It seemed like work. So, but generally they just lazily pour a bucket over it, and that's not so great. But yeah, just making it back to the Kisnar. I think I've made it. And it's safe. Tires look good. No ticket. Hurrah. That's what it's about. Ugh. Okay, y'all. Okay, for some reason the battery just started working. I wonder if it was just being in the rain and the amount of moisture. I hope it's that, but I'm going to do a little checkaroo and I will clean it up and see if that in fact is the case. Glad I still have my wallet and my keys. I usually hide them. I don't know what's going on with me today. I was going past all of my protocols and forgetting everything. So, thanks for the backup. Definitely needed. Definitely needed people watching today, as they went for my ass, or one of them did. And I mean, God help that guy. Honestly, because he really doesn't understand how broken he almost became. So it's bad luck to hit a crazy person. Let me just say that. It's bad luck. And I don't know, any of you might know why it's bad luck to hit a crazy person. I would say primary amongst the reasons is you do not know what is going to happen next. And I promise you, he didn't. So I've got all this pent-up aggression about Scientologists, you know. If I actually had to defend myself, I mean, who knows what I'd unleash? I don't even know. I mean, I hate these people. I hate what they do and who they appear to be, the lives that they pretend to lead, all of it. I mean, even their own pain, which is obvious. You know, these people are all messed up. They're not in a good way. They're obviously broken by this high-level conditioning, and it doesn't look fun. And I've heard from many others exactly how unfun it is. So, and I don't mean to dismiss their pain, or negate it, or say that isn't real, or that it isn't relevant to the process of getting them out or healing. It's this knee-jerk thing that I have, like, can't you see from your own pain, this is so obviously bad. This is so bad. Like, look at what your life has become. Look at what you are right now. Like Sean Angelina, you know, it was like the first days of protest that I did in Chicago where I got to meet that guy. And he looks like the most tortured person, like, at all. He looks like he hates every step that he's taking and everything that he's doing. Like, he hates the words that are coming out of his mouth. It doesn't look like fun. And I'm not sure how conscious he is of this, but he wears a mask of pain. And it makes me angry. And it's not reasonable, and I'm not trying to dismiss, again, these people. But yeah, just the internal process by which I'm saying, look at this. It's obvious. It's as obvious as the pain that I can see on your face. Like, why can't you see this? And why would you want to give any more of something like that to anyone else, or especially to kids? You know, why would you want to visit any of that? And some of these people are parents with kids in Scientology. Why would you want to do that to your own kids? Oh, absolutely. Eric Rader, no choice. Absolutely. Absolutely. And all of these people, if you're born in, holy Moses, I can't imagine what that is. I have no idea. I was raised real free, real open. I mean, you know, parents are parents. They're going to put some limits, and that's okay. They're trying to keep me alive. Well, I was raised with a lot of leeway going on with this kid.
It's evening at the org. Oh, I just noticed that I had this light, so I thought I'd play with it. Yeah, I can't imagine. I can only listen and try to understand what any of that is. It just it presents a lot of cognitive dissonance, a lot of and a lot of stress, because I do hold out some hope. They're not the primary target of me trying to wrench them out. I believe saving the kids, but definitely, I mean, Eric's also right. If you can remove the staff from these buildings, which I'm not sure exactly how to do yet, although I think this is part of the project for this year. Try to figure out. I mean, we're already, I think, limiting their recruitment activities, but to be able to wrench out current staff from this thing would be just a huge win, just a huge win. And I believe Eric's analysis is right, that it would make it nearly impossible to run any of these buildings anymore, or to recruit anybody further. And so, kind of cut them off at the knees. And every time I mentioned this, I mentioned Mr. Repetto's multi-point plan that he has on his community page that I think I reshared. And I didn't look to see how that looked or anything, but I tried to reshare it. I'll look at that and see that whether or not it's clear. But I think he has a really good line on how to do this, on exactly how to, like a multi-step plan for issuing and disseminating information to staff in a targeted and multi-step way, in order to kind of build up a whole bunch of questions, a whole bunch of ideas that would get them out of Scientology. At first glance and at several other ones, it seemed to me that I had a very, very good chance of doing something. Yeah, it is already a ghost town. That's the thing. Let's see. You chatted quite a while when someone from the cult came to route him back in. Exactly what you said was going to happen. He looked like it all just didn't compute, but maybe he'll get it. It's possible. It is. I mean, a lot of them. Some of them are defiant, throwing the bird, asking me silly questions, trying to put up defenses, and you never can tell whether it's the people being defensive, whether people being aggressive are closest, because it could be like Red Beard guy is so close, right? Red Beard guy that assaulted me could be so close to jumping out, and my presence, or any kind of extra weird free looking people making fun of the cult could have just hit his last nerve and hit him where he's not able to admit to himself, like, his shortcomings, or maybe his cowardice and being able to actually pick up stakes and leave. And I mean, I use that in like the most cowardice, most general way. You should be afraid of this cult. If you're inside it, what they can do to you when you're leaving, you need to be prepared. You need protection. You need to have people on your side. You need a place to go. And you need to know what they're going to do to you so that you can protect yourself. So if you are, in fact, giving into those fears and engaging in some level of cowardice, I think that's totally understandable. It's totally understandable. It's just, at some point, choosing to not give into those fears in exactly that way and try to move beyond them, move through them. And I wish that for anybody within this organization, or anybody on the outside living under the radar, to be able to come out of the shadows and come and help us take this freaking thing down, so that it doesn't happen to anybody else, so it doesn't have the possibility to injure any more people. So yeah, I mean, let's see, he's in big trouble. Red Beard guy totally, yeah, he's, dude,
Lower conditions for sure. Tori says they do hear you. Plant that seed. Tori's right. They do. Tori's absolutely right. Tori's right about a lot of stuff. She's got institutional knowledge from inside and out. She's been fighting almost the longest on the street, and if not the longest, and was in for a very long time, and saw a lot of stuff. And I mean, I was saying when I was talking to Tori in Los Angeles, I said, "What about a book?" And she said, "I don't want to write a book." And I said, "The foundation should help you write this book. They should get you a ghostwriter, and we should record your story, because it's going to be useful for all of us. Have it in detail, in black and white, for the sake of Tori, for the sake of the memory of her life, and for the sake of this movement." And it's something that the foundation, things like this, projects like this, is something that the foundation should just be doing. It's going to make them look better. It's going to better explain everything that we're doing. What's with the brights, dude? Like, it's a little much. Yeah. Tori should have a book. Tori should have a book. And ghostwrite the book, whatever, have somebody do the dictation and, write it up, and have her do the audiobook. Have her speak it. And, all Kindle, iTunes, all of it, the whole shebang, and do a tour. Right. And so it takes a little bit of money, it takes a little bit of planning to have something like that come off, not all that much. Right. So, to be able to look like a kind of actually active and present and working foundation, you need to produce literature. You need to have programs that you can demonstrate their effectiveness. And possibly one of the other things is, if they can do the fundraising, to be able to have a property or series of properties in and around Los Angeles where, at least at first, people inside LA Scientology can escape. It's probably like you'll get the most bang for your buck. Have the most possibility for takers. Because I'm guessing one of the huge barriers is just like, I don't know where I'm going to sleep the next night. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do for the future. And there's like some idea of a promise from either of the foundations, but it needs to be more solid. I think it needs to be a more solid offer, and also like being the first foundation to put forward and build some brick and mortar location whereby you can get people out. I think would be great. I mean, obviously something like that would take years, and it would take a lot of planning, and it would take a lot of lawyers, but it's doable. I've been on the inside of like general contracting, doing projects up to $120 million 20 years ago, which would be, I don't know, like $170 million now, something like that. Maybe less. Inflation's been a real jerk recently. And the inflated price of building everything, that's the other thing, is like doubled, more than doubled. So it might be a whole hell of a lot more, actually. Because, yeah, real estate, next to inflation, real estate and the cost to build everything has gone way, 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 way up. It's not like you'd have to build anything. You could buy something. You could do what the city's doing, and buy up, some old motel and like do it upright, but have it be a way station or like a kind of halfway house for ex-Scientologists to like get their stuff together, and, so that they could take a breath and access the services that a foundation has on offer to be able to do job placement or counseling, anything. The regular stuff that the foundation or other such foundations offers. Yeah, so that's me. Yeah, like a halfway house, indeed, sort of setup, indeed. That's the idea. Because and it would take some amount of research as to what that population actually needs, what they might react to, what will actually be effective. And those numbers can be run, that research can be done. It takes having access to that, or portions of that population of people that are looking to get out. and trying to figure out what it is that would move more people. And just consulting with other survivors, and I mean, it sounds viable to me. I don't know if it actually is, and so you'd have to look in one, or whatever the organization, the foundation, would have to look into it. These are the thoughts that are on my mind. Thank you for hanging out, all of you that hung out for the extra bonus round. I'm going to kind of unload my general beefs and thoughts about stuff, the ones that are just floating on the top of my head. I think it's handy for me to do this after the protests and have some amount of quiet to recenter myself after coming off the street. So again, thanks for the support of this channel and every other channel, all the other, well, especially the survivors, the SPTV channels, and the foundation. DF Flawless, I definitely want to, and am planning on coming back to LA very soon. So I hope to see y'all out there, wherever it is, whatever the next place, or this place, or some other place. Keep supporting everybody. If you feel like it, hit up my links. The donation stuff definitely helps, definitely keeps me out here. It's getting a little crazy. It's getting pretty crazy for me. So be well, be good, treat each other well, try to be kind, stand up for what you believe in, if that's what you want to do. Will do. I love cats. I love cats too. I miss my cats very, very much. I lost both my cats this year. Thank you very much. I will be safe. You be safe. You be good to each other. Love's in need of love today. Don't delay. Send yours in right away.